everyone, it is Paris J here to show you all how I do it myself. DIY, do it yourself with the fur shoes. Here are some shoes that I designed myself. Well, put the fur on. This is what the shoe originally looks like. I purchased this shoe from one of those $9.99 shoe stores. And it already had the gold chains on it. You can see I probably wore this shoe a couple of times. So I always see the celebrities with the furs on their shoes. So I said, you know, I want to buy some shoes with some fur on them. I looked on eBay, looked on Amazon, looked on Zillers, Mason, looked everywhere just about that sells a size 11. And of course I couldn't find one. So I decided to do it myself and just make my own shoes with the fur on them. So this is the material that I will be using. This is a 6-foot boa from Michael's Craft Place. And this is some feathers that I also picked up from Michael's just to incorporate some color and some just some neutral tones within the fur to just give it a little design. So since I already have chains on the shoe, all I'm going to do is use the boa and feed it through the chains from left to right, and then feed it back through the other side, and then tie a knot, and then insert these feathers like I did the other shoe. Now for some reason I can't even untangle it. Okay, so here we go. My 6-foot boa. And what I like about it is that it has these little strings on it so I can feed it through. So which makes it a lot easier. That way I don't have to use any glue gun or anything. So as you see, I'm just feeding it through. And I'm trying to make sure I have enough so I can go back over it, because that's how I did it with the last one. Okay, so here we go. It's going in and out the chains. But I'm keeping it fluff because I don't want to see the gold chains. It would be nice, but that's not the look I'm going for. So now that I finished feeding the boa from left to right to one end, the only thing I'm going to do is either feed it back through, which takes a while, so I'm not, or I can just either fold it over and then tie it at the first little ring at the toe, and then just tie a knot and clip it. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to find the first gold chain, feed it through. It's kind of hard to do it without my nails. Feeding it through. So, and that's, oh, I want to make sure I fluff it up because I don't want those chains showing. So I did have to go in and like fluff it up to the way I wanted it. Just gonna get it in on the side. Make sure those chains not showing. So the reason why, another reason why I didn't glue it, because if I ever want to go back to the regular way the shoe look, I can always just take the knot out and unravel the boa. So now that I have the shoe the way I want it, I'm just going to tie it a knot to secure it, tie another knot to secure it. Oh Lord. Have to be careful because you don't want to mess up the boa, and it's this black string in it that I do not want to show. Let me get that out. Tie that pretty good, have it secure. Gotta make sure I have it the way I want it. And then I also want to look at, see, that's why I didn't want to put the white feathers in first, because I wanted to make sure it was like the same as the other one. Okay, so it's about the same. So I'm just going to take the scissors and clip the excess fur. Now that I have finished the toe part of the shoe, the top part will be done the same way. I'm just feeding the boa through the chains from left to right, and it will look like this, the same as this shoe. So I can add a little white feather to be creative. So I want to make sure I measure up, like look at the same feather, make sure they're kind of similar, and just insert them in, and just try to create a design with the shoe.